Let me just back a little bit. Hello, we are back for another live Monday with my mama. And today, well, I did a poll earlier to see what you guys wanted us to talk about. And then the options were for us to talk about steaming your hair at home versus prepping your hair before wearing your wig. And the people for steaming your hair at home definitely won. There was more people who cared about that. So I know a lot of people don't have steamers at home. My sister and I were talking a few weeks ago, and she ended up ordering a steamer. But it made me think, like most people, if you go to the salon regularly to get your hair done, and your stylist has a steamer like I do, then you probably get your steam treatments done there. But we on lockdown right now, so you can't go to the salon. Well, most of us is on lockdown, and you still can enjoy some of the benefits of steaming your hair. So the first way, and the easiest way for you to steam your hair at home is in the shower. And I'm clothed and we're clearly not in the bathroom, so I'm not gonna be showing y'all how to do that. Cause I think that's y'all can figure that one out without me actually showing y'all. But you just basically put some oils in your hair and take a hot shower. Let the steam do what it does. You don't need a conditioning cap. You want that steam to actually just hit your hair. You don't want to kind of create steam. That's typically what you're doing with a conditioning cap, is you're creating your own steam. In this case, you're going to have the steam from your shower, and so you can do it that way.
What if you accidentally get your hair wet?
It doesn't matter, because you're steaming it anyway. And steam is when it's basically like vapor. Yeah. So, I mean, it's moisture and steam anyway. The benefits of steam is that it is direct moisture to your hair. And typically the steam is going to open up the cuticle, which is the top layer of your hair strands, and help, not the cuticle, the cortex, and help moisture get in there. As I've mentioned in some of my videos before, I have porous hair. I have high porosity in my hair. London does not have high porosity. She actually has normal porosity. She's pretty lucky. But her hair is more coarse than mine. Her hair is more naturally dry than mine. And so I'm going to steam both of our hair. And her hair is, whew.
You can say it. It's bad.
Your hair is beautiful. Your hair is not bad. Your hair is beautiful. It's just time for these braids to come out. We've been thugging it while in quarantine. And so it's time for her to get her hair shampooed. Plus her crochet hair came in today. So we got to prep her for that. Maybe I'll make a separate video that's not live on your crocheting store. I'll see how I feel.
Wouldn't it take a little too long?
No.
Like 40 minutes or something?
That's not too long. You'd be amazed at what people want to see and how long they'll watch it. So, but I'm going to be steaming her hair anyway, just to kind of soften it before I go in to shampoo it and to help me with the detangling process as well. She already has oil in her hair. She has some avocado oil in there. And like I said, her hair is kind of dry. And so it doesn't even look like the oil's in there. But because she has normal porosity, her hair does hold moisture pretty well. It just needs it a little more often than others. And for my hair, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can kind of refresh your hair. Most people who wear their hair in a curly fro, or like mine, knows when you go to sleep and you wake up, it's usually like this. It's usually flat. Mine is always like really flat in the back with no shape to it. And our natural instinct is to go and do this. But you want it, before you kind of like fluff your curls out, you want to give it some moisture. And so I normally will spritz my hair with some water. And that's also why it's looking frizzy like this. Also kind of hit my head on Friday. And so it's a little tender. but that's why I thought this also was a good opportunity because the steam is not direct water on my scalp. And I'll be showing you guys how to do a quick prep too. So the way that you can steam your hair other than in the shower, after I said all of that, is with a handheld clothes steamer. Now I know y'all probably like, what? A clothes steamer? That's dangerous. It could be if you don't use common sense. You're not going, I just turned it on in case y'all could hear like the whirring. You're not going to take this steamer and be like, because that's too close to your scalp. Yeah. And if London knows, then I think everyone else should know too. But it still does produce steam. And so as opposed to sitting under a overhead steamer and ordering one and spending the money and investing in it, not that you shouldn't, but if it's not something that you know you're going to kind of faithfully do, hi Candace, you're not doing your job, then this is a good alternative. So I'm going to be posting a link because I just did the affiliate program with Amazon. So I'm going to post a link to this particular steamer in case anyone actually wants to get it and try it out. It's very affordable. It is under $25. You are not going to find a steamer for your hair for less than that or at that price. And again, this is not something that y'all going to be doing regularly. This is kind of just to hold you over or something that you would be doing as a pre-poo or like prep for your hair before you're going to shampoo it, or just like really quickly if you have like a wash and go and it's a few days old and you just want to kind of refresh it. So not necessarily for deep conditioning. And the reason I'm saying that also is because you would be standing here like this forever. That's not what I want y'all to do. This is strictly just to, like I said, fluff out your curls or to soften your hair before you're going to detangle it. And you guys know I have another video that shows you how to properly detangle your hair if you're taking out a braided style. In this case, Linda has big cornrows in, and so it's not, tedious or anything like that. So somebody is saying that they do steam treatments in their salon. I do too. They are the best. They are. They're really good for your hair. And I'm waiting for this to heat up now. I kind of wanted to already have it on once I started the video, but I was like, I don't want to come on and I'll just see the steam puffing out. I was like, I'm going to give it a little bit. But it really doesn't take long because it's about to start kicking in now, I could tell. Yeah, it's about to. So it's not, if when outside open back up, I filled it up too high. I definitely filled it up. I was rushing to get ready for the video, and I filled it up too high. Huh?
You need rest for your
phone. No, my phone didn't get that wet. So what happened was it started spitting out the water because I definitely went over the max line. Whoops. Like I said, I was rushing. Like, I think I'm gonna just turn it off because I think it's like pretty high above that max line. And now I can tell you guys also don't fill it up past the max line because that's what's going to happen. Oh, yeah, it's way past the max line. The max line is right here. Y'all can see the water moving, right? The water is up there. I violated.
Do you need to dump it out?
Yeah, I got to dump out some. I'm going to put it in this bowl real quick because I don't feel like getting up. Okay, that's better. Wait, I'm going to put some back. So I got to do me and your hair. Okay. It's already hot. And we're back. We're going to act like that didn't happen. Waiting for it to heat up. Now it's steaming, right? It's hot. Okay, so now it's steaming. See? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to steam my hair first. Because I have to do the prep for my hair. And then we'll be ending the video with me steaming London's because then I'm going to take her hair out and go wash it. So first things first, never, ever detangle your hair while it's dry. Don't do that. Don't do that. You was tempted?
Yeah.
You want to feel it? Go ahead, feel it. So, I can't really see. Let me see something. I don't think that made it any better. Maybe a little bit, right?
A little bit.
A little bit. So you see where I have it at. It's not too close. I feel it, but it's not like, oh, I'm about to burn my head. And I'm not about to do a guesstimate on how many inches away this is. I'm going to just let y'all get the visual effect of it. You want to do it?
I'm scared of the water just...
It's not good more because look where it's at. It's so low. I thought you was going to say you scared of burning me. So I'm just doing this first half so that I could get to detangling it. Because this is just softening my hair right now. And just kind of opening up my hair to soften it, but also to infuse that moisture in there. Okay. Turn it off. I'm going to take wide tooth comb. It's going to turn on. And separate my hair. Feel it. It's wet,
It's
right?
soft.
But it's wet too.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'm going to just go down.
Are you going to part your hair?
Yeah, but I'm just for the most part, finger departing it. Yeah. And if I get like to a part like this, that's giving me, I think y'all could see, my curls are kind of like frizzy and want to stay together. I'm not going to pull them apart. I'm going to just put this back on and soften this part. This part needs a little more TLC. See how fast it turned back on?
It's not hot.
Nope. Okay. That's better. And so now look, it's separated. Okay. That is why making sure that your hair is moist, especially when you have curly hair, is so important. For me, I get a lot of what they call fairy knots or single strand knots in my hair. And so to avoid it, I never detangle my hair. But let me not lie and not say never. I do my best not to detangle my hair. Wow, it's dry. And what you also can do, because this really is going to depend on how long your hair is and the texture of it too. So you guys see I did this side like just with my hair out, just so I could get it kind of detangled into a half and half situation. And you can also just do your puff and concentrate on that, because most of it depends on your hair. For me, my ends are not usually the part that frizz up and tangle as much, because you could probably see like my curls are still pretty defined, and this is from not last week's live, the week before. So from 2 weeks ago, look, like you can see how defined my curls still are, and I haven't really done anything, but my roots are frizzy as hell. So I try to focus not so much on my ends, but if you feel like for your hair texture or just for your curl pattern that's where most of the frizz is, then you could do what I'm doing with this little puff. Also, the good thing about the puff is it kind of allows you to get closer with the steam and not worry about it really hitting your scalp. Because you can see I'm closer on this side than I was over here. London, do me a favor and come back over here because I don't want to put the steam on you. Yeah, my hair is super soft now. Dang, it's so soft. Wait, I feel a curl that's like trying to be a problem right here. The steam is really just water. I mean, sometimes you can put oil as well. I don't even remember why I bought this. I think I bought it. I think I bought it for the wedding in case I had to steam our dresses. But I ended up not having to, and I didn't take it. But I was like, hey, I can steam my fro. So also, I wanted to leave it too, so y'all can see like how it kind of refresh and fluffing back up. Put the light back on. Fluffing back up your hair. So now, because I'm trying to also make sure that I make these videos shorter, I'm gonna go in and detangle this. 4 sections is like my go-to, my favorite setup. We got a little problem area right here. The center of my hair always gives me problems. My hair is actually finer in the center, and so it tangles more easily. It's just more fragile and delicate and frustrating. Okay, so somebody asked me, is steaming... London, why I'm doing your job, y'all?
Is steaming better than sitting under
an overhead dryer? So, in my professional opinion, yes. And just to reiterate, in case y'all didn't hear the question, because my daughter has a very low voice when she wants to. The question again is steaming better than sitting under an overhead dryer? In my opinion, yes. And the reason is because steam is direct moisture on your hair. It's not that you can't achieve the same thing while sitting under a dryer. And a lot of people will do like deep conditioning and be like, oh, I'm going to sit under the dryer for 2 hours. After about 20 minutes, a product is going to do whatever it's going to do. It don't matter how much longer you keep it in. If it ain't do it in 20 minutes, it ain't going to do it in 2 hours. That's about the time that it's supposed to. And if it take that long, then you probably need to use a different product. So wait, real quick. Y'all can see my hair is trying to work against me, but I separated that bad boy. And it's like so important too, to just take your time when it comes to detangling your hair. So now let me go back to my 4 sections. So I'm parting this in half. And whenever I get to a part that is like kind of tangled, I'm just working it out with my fingers to separate it. Don't pull it apart like this. Don't do that. Like if you get some resistance, then just stop. Separate it piece by piece. It will not take you long, I promise you. And also, another reason why I'm doing it this way. Oh, you're welcome, Marisa. Another reason why I'm doing it this way is because I don't want my hair to be like sopping wet, because I'm doing a prep for y'all on putting on a wig for beginners. I know some people don't know how to braid. And so that is also why I wanted to do this and say that it's beginner friendly. So this is the front quadrant. Are you tired?
Yeah.
What, you went to work today?
No.
So what you tired for? You woke up early? Well, somebody else is tired, because I'm sure y'all can hear 12 in the back snoring. So I'm going to take some leave-in conditioner and spritz it on my hair.
How come you didn't spray it on the other side?
What are you talking about?
This side.
Why didn't I? Because I'm not separating it and prepping it yet. So now I'm just working the conditioner in my hair. I have really fine hair, y'all. A lot of times my clients are like, your hair is so thick. And actually, my hair is fine. But I'm an illusion artist, and I know how to make it fluffy and full looking. But in reality, my strands are pretty fine. And my hair is like, I guess I have normal density. But because of the shape of my curls, I can create volume when I would like to. Okay, so now I have this quadrant, and I already know just from me turning this way, my part is not straight, but that's okay because we're doing a beginner friendly prep. So now I'm going to take that quadrant and I'm going to separate it into another section. This one, I feel like my hair is soft enough. I could clean this up. Okay. So now what you're going to do is just take this section. I'm going to put some more deep conditioner on my ends because they still feel kind of dry. And then take my wide tooth comb and detangle it. Oh, the lighting just changed out of nowhere. It's weird. Okay, it's pretty much detangled. And I'm going to twist it. I'm going to put a little sealy twist in there. So y'all can see, like, you see how little my twist is compared to like how full it looked a few seconds ago. The struggles. It's okay though. I love my hair.
You should have wore the I love my hair shirt.
Maybe next time. Okay. And now I'm going to do the same thing here. Actually, I think what I'm going to do, let me see, we at a little over 20 minutes. I'm going to do 1/2 of my hair with the prep. I'll still be able to put my wig on. I'm just squeezing the leave-in conditioner in there, my ends. Because I don't want this video to be for so long.
So we're gonna skip.
And if you guys were doing prep, also I would think you would be doing it after shampooing and conditioning your hair. So you wouldn't necessarily have to do what I just did from scratch, but you could. I wanted to show you guys that it's an option. But I will be shampooing and conditioning my hair after this because the last time that I washed it was 2 weeks ago when London did my color. And I actually kind of wanted to rinse out. She did a good job, but the color has made my scalp. It's like running. And I'm like, now I remember why I don't like rinses. Because it made my clear nail polish like blue. It made my scalp kind of green. I like scratched my scalp and it was green. And I'm like, no thanks. So I'm probably going to actually use like a clarifying shampoo to kind of get it up out of there. I'm over it. It's been 2 weeks. Oh, you got to go wave to people. No, on the phone. You can be fired. You're not doing good at this job. It's a thing next to it that says wave. We talked about this.
We did?
Yeah, last time. There you go. It's all right, though. It's a new position. You got to get used to it. You're missing one more. One more. There you go. Thank you. Okay. So, of course, the back of my head, because I can't really see, needed... You all good now?
The camera.
Oh, you flipped it, London? Flip it back, please.
How do I do that?
At the top. Thank you. As I was saying, the back of my head I can't see as well, so I didn't get to steam it as much. You can do it for me though. I'll let you do it. Wait till it starts coming out. This is gonna be in a few seconds. There you go.
Yeah, make it a little closer.
Nah, like mainly hair, because I could feel like that's kind of where it's tangled. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, it's soft again. Plus, the steam just feels nice. It's also, like I said, don't get too close to your scalp, but it's good for your scalp too, because your scalp is kind of like, what's a good analogy I can use? It's like the fertilizer for growing a plant. You have to take care of the soil, or the crop is going to be no good. And so it's the same thing. You all right?
There's a fly.
It's not a fly, it's a fruit fly. And I don't think they eat people, so we'll be okay. But my kids are like so afraid of bugs. So it's bug season now, so you better get ready.
You remember when we used to be at the shop and we used to see dragonflies?
I never seen dragonflies in my shop.
Not in the shop, like near the shop.
Are you talking about fruit flies?
No, I'm talking about a dragonfly.
No,
I remember seeing one.
I don't remember seeing that. You know, most of the time you see dragonflies near water.
No, it wasn't your shop. It was when we were in Disney World.
Yeah, I don't know how we went from Disney World to my shop. That's why when you was like your shop, I'm like, there's no dragonflies in my shop. You know, we saw a lot of them in Disney World. All right, so I'm gonna make this a twist too. Yes, it's bug season. And I don't like bugs either. I hate bugs.
Except for spiders.
Yeah, and those are not, yeah, they're bugs technically. But yep, I love spiders actually. One of my clients told me that she thinks I'm a weirdo because I like spiders. And I like spiders. One, I think they're good luck. Two, I like them because they eat other insects. So they fine with me.
Especially mosquitoes.
Especially mosquitoes. Well, mosquitoes love me. Any insect that likes blood loves me.
I remember one time there was a dragonfly when we had bunk beds in the old house. There was a dragonfly, and I kept hearing it buzzing in my ear, so I literally got down.
I don't think I believe that. Like, I don't know what's with you with dragonflies today. Dragonflies
not dragonflies.
Dragonflies are near water.
Not dragonflies. I mean a mosquito. I don't know why I keep.
I'm making this face, but I'm not hurting myself, y'all. I promise you.
Not dragonfly. Mosquito.
I think it's just a natural reaction.
So there was a mosquito near my bed, and it kept buzzing in my ear. So I literally got down, and I tried falling asleep on the floor for the rest of the time until I felt like the mosquito would be gone.
Okay, so I'm doing a fourth twist. And like I said, my wig is still gonna look okay. Even though I'm not gonna do the other side just yet, because now we about to hit 30 minutes. So so you can see how flat I look like Felicia from Friday, but you can see how flat I can get my hair now. See? And I'm just taking them and pulling them over here. Oh, I didn't bring my pens. I thought my pens was out here.
You want me to go get them?
I can't even tell you where they at. Yeah, I do. They're in the room, in the drawer, on my nightstand. It's in a plastic container. Thank you. So while she does that, I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna get the other side ready. That's in this puff. I'm gonna hit it one more time because I feel like it got dry. I need a better backdrop so y'all really can see my curls though. And plus, I also just, to save time, I'm not going to do this side because, like I said, I hit my head on Friday, and so my scalp is kind of sore and tender. And so I got to really take my time on this side. This back is where the action be at. Let me try to turn. That's where the curls really want to come together in the back. And for me, right here. And I know a lot of people get a lot of tangles in this part because they hit with their hand a ponytail a lot of times and they don't detangle the center. They just pull everything to the center, and so then the hair starts to wrap around the curls and it gets frizzy. What's up, Linda? If you look, they're in there. They're in a plastic. It looks like a bowl. They're in the drawer that's on the floor. Oh. So where were you looking?
I was looking at the brown one.
No. I should have rethought sending her to get them pins. Kids never really could find stuff. She probably gonna come back with it, but kids don't be looking for stuff. I don't know. It's like the favorite answer to everything. And getting back to that question I was asked too about sitting under overhead dryer, it's easier to do. I mean, it's like you can multitask, but thank you. You can multitask, but in terms of benefits for your hair, it's better to steam it. And get it done when you go to the salon. Your stylist should have one. If not, you should, and you have a good relationship with them, suggest it to them. Tell them you'll get it done. But if they want your hair to be healthy, then they'll get a steamer. Because when y'all hair is healthy, it makes our job easier. Okay. I'm gonna turn it off. So now I'm gonna just take this and do my quadrant again. But this time I'm just gonna put it, I'm not gonna detangle it because I want to move along. I'm gonna just put it in a big twist. Plus my hair is thinner on this side than the other side, which I believe everybody probably has a thinner side. And this is my thinner side, I believe, because I sleep on the side of my head. And my theory is that I get less circulation of my blood to that side. And so it's not as stimulated. And I'm going to put this twist in. And I don't know. I'm going to show y'all too how my nails is blue. You see them? They're blue. From this rinse. That's what I forgot about with rinse. Is that it be everywhere. Okay. So I'm taking a pin. Pinning my twist into the back twist. Hopefully y'all can see. I'm sorry. I got to get better at the whole video thing, but you live and you learn. What you said?
Do you mean angles?
Yeah, at the angles. Okay, I'm going to take this one out. Twist it back up. And pull it to this side. And pin it. Okay, boom. Now, always, always, always wear a wig cap. Always. Protect your hair. Now, this part of the video, I want to show y'all how simple it is to put on your wigs. I know y'all seen a lot of videos. Most of y'all where they're like melt the laces and they get the got to be and they get the gel and then they got the dryer and then they got to dry and then they got to put the glue and then they got to dry and they got to put another layer and I don't have time for all that. It's not, in my opinion, it's not necessary. But I also don't go for those looks that some of those people have. Where, like with the hairline illusion, and it's beautiful, it's nice, but I also focus primarily on your natural hair and not sacrificing your natural hair for the look of a wig and how natural that can look. The goal for my clients is always so that you don't have to rely on a lace unless you have alopecia or some type of hair loss going on. And where it's like, and it's called a cranial prosthesis, where it's kind of necessary. So thank you, Linda. You was on your job, but you felt like somebody came in the room. See, all I had to do was say it to you one time and you on it. So first I'm gonna show y'all, I'm gonna do 3 wigs real quick, and then we're gonna steam London's hair. This is a twisted. Yeah, it's a unit that I twisted. And it's so natural looking. So if you want 2-strand twist, but your hair is not dense enough, or you just don't feel like twisting your hair and all these little twists, then I have this unit. And then you also can take it down when you're ready and rock it as a twist out. Now, I don't have the lighting that I wish I had up close to see what I'm doing, but I'm going to just wing it and make it work. Thank you. So pretty. And my goal with the MixxTresses hair collection is always so that it looks natural, but that you guys are comfortable and confident when you're wearing your unit. I always tell my clients in the salon that how you wear your hair is how people are going to perceive it. So if you're feeling insecure about your hair, that is going to read across to people, and they probably going to be side-eyeing your hair. But if you rocking your unit or your extensions like you ain't thinking about it, they probably ain't thinking about it either. And if they are, because they just know they're part of the culture, then it's going to be more of that head nod than that side eye. And I'm not going to get into laying baby hairs and all of that, because that's not what I came to do. But just wanted to show y'all real quick. Just throw it on. You got your 2-strand twist. If you want to take them out, then you can rock them as a twist out. The hair is beautiful. This is the Remix Curl unit. I showed it to y'all in the video 2 weeks ago when we did wig maintenance and just chatting about trims and stuff. And so this is a similar unit. It's not the same unit from before, because this one's a little longer, and this one hasn't had the custom hairline. It's actually for sale and it's up on the site if somebody is interested in snagging it. But you can take it out and rock it as a twist out too. It's human hair. It's virgin. It hasn't been chemically processed. And it's so soft. Come feel it, London.
It is.
Yeah, it's like my hair almost, right?
Almost.
And if you wanted to pull it back in a ponytail and rock the twist like that, you could too. Reach them down.
Pretty.
It's like so low maintenance. And then when you get home and you like, oh, like sometimes you want to take our bras off, you be like, oh, my wig. Stick your wig on. And you get up in the morning, you just throw your wig on. So that was the first one. This is the second one. This is called the Merlot. This is a hand-sewn unit using MixxTresses hair collections, Vixen straight bundles. It is super dense. It's heavy. The lighting, can't get the lighting going, but it's red. I dyed it red. Yeah, I dyed it red. Super easy to put on. Nah, fruit punch red would be like brighter than this. This is more like a wine color. Oh. Here we go. And so this unit could be like a middle part unit, a side part unit. I'm a side part girl. And my side part is usually over here. This one, that's why this one also looks a lot bigger, because it's more volume in this unit. I love big hair. And if I'm going to wear it straight, then I want it big and bouncy and full. Mm-hmm. So this is the second wig. I'm not going to get into this one too much. Oh, this is the Merlot, though. This one is for sale as well. It's up on the site. It is 20 inches, and it has a closure sewn on it. That is 2. And then 3, the third wig. What is the third wig? Oh, I see it now. The third wig is the Coily Kinks unit. This is another hand sewn unit using is a combination of the remix curl bundles and the Coily Kinks bundles. Because when I do like hand sewn units, I like to mix textures because most of the time people's natural hair is more than one texture. So let's throw this one on too. Okay. Boom. And I like this one so much because I like curly hair. I like big hair. I'm gonna do London's hair in this one. Ooh. Okay. So London have a seat, girlfriend. And we're gonna get this steaming. We're gonna get this steaming. We're gonna get this steaming. You nervous?
Yeah.
Why?
Steam.
What you think it's gonna burn you?
Yeah.
You know I wouldn't burn you, girl. You know I wouldn't burn you, girl. When we come up, we're gonna have a camera person. Then I could come in closer with y'all and zoom in and let y'all get the angles. But we gotta start small and build up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I gotta go. You can't do your job, so I'm gonna do it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We say hi to everybody because I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all like motivate me to keep doing this because I said I was gonna do it for so many years, so many times. I started out doing it, I left it alone. So I am gonna make sure I wave and acknowledge every person who joins my live because y'all motivate me and y'all get me to keep going and doing it. So you see how far away I am, but I'm getting that steam. You feel it?
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Every time it touches me, I get chills. I don't know why.
You getting chills from the steam?
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta take you to the doctor. We gotta take you to the doctor. But you see how far away I am from her, and she still could feel it. And like I said, this thing is under $25, y'all. And if you have Prime, you get it like that. I mean, you know, stuff is a little delayed right now because of Rona, but normally you get it in 2 days. And I can see her hair is like curling. The strands is like curling up. It looks like your scalp is sweating.
It does.
Yeah. Hit these ends. It looked like you and 12 been just like y'all been bumping heads together or something?
No. It's like every time I try to pet him, he like comes to my face and I don't know.
Yeah, but Dad, you got like some 12 hair extensions or something going on here. That's okay. 12 wanted to be where you are. Stay with you forever.
It's hot. It's hot. It's hot.
On your neck?
Yeah.
Sorry. Just trying to get these ends with that 12 here. So I'm going to just pull it out. So turn that way so I can show them what I'm doing to the ends. Just turn once. Where you going? You know I'm in backwards?
Yeah.
Just to the side. And it's coming out slower because it's kind of like at the end. I use most of it. Yeah, what is getting right? But you can see I'm holding her hair in my hand. So it's not hot to like it's gonna burn you or anything like that. It's just steam. And like I said, I'm not up on it like this, but even when we having it there, it's not too hot. All right. Sorry.
Oh.
All right. Now let's take your hair out. So if y'all have any questions, this is a perfect time for y'all to fire them away. while I'm taking her hair out. Or do you have any questions, Linda?
No.
Because you always have questions.
No.
No? I'm surprised. I feel like in like less than 2 minutes, a question is going to come in. You always ask questions. So since she don't have no questions, and I ain't seen anybody, wait, somebody had something. How long do you suggest steaming for? Okay. So the amount of time you steam your hair for depends on what you're looking to achieve. So if you're steaming as a treatment, I would say do like about 30 minutes if you have an overhead steamer. If you're gonna do it at home, like I just showed you guys, and you're doing it for a treatment that way, that's when I suggest that you kind of like take a long shower. Or even I don't know if some people do this, but if you have a bathtub, then what you can also do, because I used to do this, I don't feel like I really get time to take a bath and not be interrupted. But I used to take a bath and actually like let the tub fill up with the shower. So that way you kind of are steaming, you're soaking, but you're steaming at the same time. So you can try that in the tub shower. But if not in the shower, unless you just, we locked in. And so, it's always good to get a workout in when you can, unless you just want to have 2 tickets to the gun show, and you can do it the way I showed you to steam it. So to answer you, I would say at least 30 minutes if you're steaming it for a treatment. If you're just kind of like freshening up your curls, like you already are rocking like a twist out or even a wash and go, then to steam it and like soften it up for real, maybe like 5 minutes. Like once it start pumping that steam, you just kind of hit it a few times. It's going to soften your hair like that. And if you're doing it in this case, like with London's hair, to take it out, prepping before you're going to shampoo, again, it's probably like about 5 minutes, because that steam, it works quick. That's why I like it, like for all these different reasons. But if you're doing a treatment, which is what I really want y'all to use it for the most, and not necessarily the handheld one, but just steaming in general, then that's when I would say do 30 minutes and use an oil. As long as your hair is not, as long as you don't have super high porosity hair, kind of similar to what mine is, because when you have high porosity hair, your hair soaks up moisture a lot anyway. So you don't want to overdo it. You still can steam, but you don't need to do it for as long, because because that cuticle is like open so much, it's easy for you to lose moisture. As easy as it is for you to suck it up, it's so easy for you to lose it too. I think I have another question. Can you steam with protective styles in? This is the question. Oh, wait, I'm good. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can steam with protective styles in, but it depends on what your protective style is. What protective style would I tell y'all not to steam? I mean, if you have like some cornrows with like synthetic hair, nah, you might not want to do that. It's not gonna melt the hair, but you don't want to take no chance. But if you have a sewing in, definitely you still can steam, because it's still going, that steam, that's why I love steamers. Like that steam is still going to penetrate and flow through that hair and get towards your scalp and towards your hair. And in that case, when you decide to steam with your protective styling, whether it's a sew-in, or you could do it with crochet too, but just be careful. It depends on the type of hair, because most of the time when people get crochet is with synthetic hair. So just make sure that the package says something like it's heat safe up to like 350 to 400 degrees or something like that, because you don't want to jack up your install for the sake of steaming. Or if, in that case, you might want to use the handheld steamer just so you can kind of control where the heat is going and gauge if it's getting too hot and it's going to damage the added hair that you have in. But definitely steam your hair while you have your protective styles in too, because sometimes what we do when we have a protective style in is we start neglecting our natural hair. we be like, oh, living my best life. I ain't got to do my hair. Yes, you do. You still got to take care of your hair, and you still got to take care of your scalp because you want your hair to be healthy. I always tell my clients, you want your protective style to be an option, not a necessity. And so you have to start developing a routine and just taking care of your hair, whether it's put away or whether it's out. So, yes, because I always give long answers. I always go off on a tangent. So, yes is the answer to that. You can definitely steam your hair, and you should when you have protective styles in. And you should do it before, okay, if you have a weave-in and it's not like synthetic hair that could possibly burn, like I said before, do it before you're going to sit under a dryer because that's important too. You got to make sure if you have that protective styling and you have braids that you make sure your braids dry completely. Otherwise, it could get real trife in there with your braids and your scalp. I'm talking mildew, bacteria, like, and you don't want none of that. You don't want that sitting on your scalp. So you could definitely, I would say, steam it before, like if you have a straight weave-in, like before you're going to get it rolled into we'll put into the rollers, then steam it and then let them roll you up. So also, I'm going to just point out, y'all know I would tell y'all, do not detangle, do not comb out hair, especially when it's coming out of braids on dry hair. But that's what I'm saying about steaming too, because London's hair is still a little damp, but it's so easy for me to comb through these braids because that steam and the oil together, it just softened her hair up so much. You ready for that wash, right?
Yeah.
And some crochet. London lived her best life when she got crochet in because she ain't got to worry about me side-eyeing her because she got to put her bonnet on. Her hair is protected. I don't got to worry about her doing the hard scratch like this and possibly breaking her hair. Let's see. We got another question. Oh, somebody said your hair is so healthy looking, London.
Thank you.
Daddy said it. Look, why, thank you. I think that's my doing. Teamwork makes the dream work. Oh, high five?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm going to take this one last braid out and then I'm going to roll out because I'm trying to make sure I stay under an hour with the videos so that y'all don't get bored and y'all stay engaged. So, you know what, baby? Actually turn this way. Yeah, because they could see better because this hair is braided. But I just wanted y'all to see how easily her braids is coming out just from that steam and from the oil, even though her hair is not wet. Because sometimes depending on the hair type, I'll tell people to wet the hair to soften it. But most of the time I don't want y'all to, especially if you're natural, because what that does is it just makes the hair that shed curl up and then it wraps around the hair that hasn't shed, and then you could possibly break your hair off unnecessarily because that hair that has shed will wrap around the hair that's still viable. Let's see. Y'all look so cute. Ah, thank you, Asia. We try. London is my little partner in crime. She be helping me through this process of these videos and giving y'all information. Plus, she always got good questions. So even like until y'all get around to y'all's, London be holding it down with the questions, right, London? Yeah, she be holding it down. So what you gonna say, baby?
Can you steam a wig?
See the questions? Can you steam a wig? Yes, you can. Actually, as long as it is human hair. Actually, you could steam a synthetic wig too. Like if you're trying to move the parts around, or if it's looking real jacked up, you could steam a synthetic wig too. So let me not hate on the synthetic wigs, even though I don't really care for them.
But you can't.
Unless they curly.
But you can't steam a plastic or
Well, the synthetic hair is kind of plastic. It's like a it's a fiber, and it's very similar to like a plastic. So, but you can, just like if you put steam on a plastic bottle, it's not going to melt right away. You just got to be careful with it.
So you don't put too much. So you don't steam it for too much time.
Right. You be a little lenient and cautious with it. But that's a good question. But if you have a human hair wig, absolutely you can steam it. And it's good for you to steam it because that's like I was saying with protective styles sometimes too. Sometimes when we get like put our hair away, we start neglecting either our hair or even the hair extensions because we like, you can't be lazy. Like you got to create those habits so that you know you want to take care of your hair the way you're supposed to. So definitely you could steam a wig and you should. Because since it's not attached to your scalp and you don't have those natural oils and sebum to kind of like nourish those strands because they've left that person's head and now they're on yours, you definitely want to give it TLC and take care of it. And so I'm going to finish this last section. We're going to roll out as usual. Always, 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 please send me any suggestions you guys have. If you have questions, if there's a topic that you want me to cover for the next live. Soon, I'm going to start seeing if some of y'all want to even join the live with me so I could like coach y'all through some things. Of course, we will have to, like, you'll have to send me a message so we can set it up and organize it and make sure you have everything you need, and I kind of know what I'm coaching you through because we got to be set up for success on both ends. But I'm definitely looking to do that within the next month or so because I don't know what's happening with this pause phase situation with the salons and everything, and different states got different rules. But I really just want y'all to still stay confident with y'all hair and to still feel good about how y'all, are representing and just taking care of it. Like I know some people feel like they was working towards a goal, and even if it was just you and your stylist, and that just consisted of you keeping regular appointments, this really could have thrown a wrench in that plan, but it's okay. I'm here. We got this. So I'm going to take these other 2 braids out. I'm going to prep my baby's scalp and get her washed up. Like I said earlier, I think I might record her crochet. That's definitely not going to be a live because that would be more than an hour. And we will see y'all next week. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing. I'm probably going to do a poll like I did this time. And, but still sending them suggestions. Please share with other people. Tell them to subscribe. Tell them to make sure that they join every Monday at 6 p.m. And we will see y'all next week. Bye. All right, you turn that one off. I'm going to turn this one off.